Know the line all too well, man. So like, yeah, just a couple of minutes ago, from about 7:15 all the way up until 7:46, we had none other than the man, like I said, An.droid in the building, Techno Syndicate's very own, who's been mixing up. But first and foremost, man, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thanks for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure, man. So listen, you know, I'll be honest with you, this is probably only I think the third techno DJ I've ever had in the studio for me and my show. Why is that, man? I don't know. Listen, I want to know from you personally, there are lots of techno DJs out there?
Yeah, techno is actually really, really big in Cape Town at the moment. You've got clubs like Era and Vice that are really pushing the sound. Fiction has been doing it for a long time. So it's actually really, really big. And it fits in nicely with the trance scene that's obviously booming in Cape Town over the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, man. For me, just to keep it like easy with you, I'm telling you, like, you should tell some more of your buds to come through, man. Some people who's playing techno. I need some more people playing techno on radio, man. I mean, we've absolutely killed it with the Cytron scene. Fridays, like, you know that. I mean, So yeah, but I mean, we need no techno DJs in here.
Yeah, there's, it's quite a vast genre of techno. What I played now is probably the techno light.
Techno light, yeah.
It's the deep tech and a little bit of melodic tech. When you push into the harder techno, it gets quite serious, and then it's very similar actually to psytrance. So you'll find that a lot of the trance DJs actually have techno aliases as well. Yeah, like your man Dan Scott and Diffuse. Yeah, he plays both sounds, also from Techno Syndicate, and guys are really enjoying it. It's very, very big in Cape Town, all over the world right now.
Yeah, because talking about Techno and Techno Syndicate as well, as I believe your alias is An.droid, right? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. How long have you been mixing it up in the techno scene?
Well, I've been DJing since way back, since as far back as 1999, under a different alias, under the name Jason47, doing starting off as hard dance and house music. And I've really just gotten to a point where I found that as I've gotten older, the music has gotten slower. Yeah. I've learned to appreciate more intelligent music, and techno and trance, that crossover sound, for me is intelligent electronic music. Yeah. So it really it's almost like a culmination of all the different genres that I've loved over the years, all coming together in one sound, and techno gives you the kind of freedom to play that kind of music. All
right, and so then when did the journey as An.droid begin for you officially? Like, when did you decide, like, okay, I'm going to be playing technical, my name's An.droid, and this is where I'm going to start it off?
I think about 1.5 years ago. Yeah. I had to make the decision to kind of drop the old alias, and because of the stigma that was associated to the name hard music, which I stopped playing about 6 or 7 years ago. So I think about 1.5 years, and it's been going really well. I've been very selective of the type of gigs that I take, because I want to play the music that I love. Yeah. I don't want to just be sacrificing my dignity as a DJ to play whatever for money, All
right, so you say Jason47 has gone out the window, eh?
Not completely, but I'll still do some gigs like that. I've actually taken a gig at the end of this month. There's the Unity 16th birthday. Okay. And it's a range of DJs from that era, like Nicky Lauda and Richard Carter and some other guys. And so for one night only, on that night, we're going to do a bit of the older sound mixed with the newer sound of hard dance. So it's just to have a bit of fun and to reconnect with some of the faces that I haven't seen in years. Yeah, I can imagine, man. And listen, so tell me, in terms of the different types of scene, let's say the hard music of back in the end that you were mixing up, and the techno scene, how did let's say the scenes differ? Well, the scene today isn't really as big as it was back then. At that time, you would have 5 or 6 clubs that were all really huge and they were all really pumping. And now you've got a handful of smaller clubs. So the scene, I think that the DJs of today have lost out on a bit of the amazing...
Of the good times that happened. But you were there. You were there. So, I mean, at least you have that.
Yeah, that was when the sort of rave scene exploded all over the world, the whole Eurotrance thing. So I think that we were lucky to get to be in the prime of that. So the scene today, it's not as exciting. There are guys that are doing really amazing events though. You've got guys like the Kinky Discos and the Tropical Roasts and We Love Summer. These guys are putting on amazing productions, and they put a lot of effort into their production. You don't feel cheated when you pay that money for the ticket. So it really depends. The outdoor events are really fantastic. The clubs are okay. Since clubs like Era and Vice have opened up, it's really upped it a lot. So I think that it's an exciting time in Cape Town now, where new things are starting to happen and people are starting to push music that is more intelligent.
Yeah, and listen, exactly what you just said just a couple of seconds ago. It's just like a couple of the DJs have missed out back in the days of the scene that happened before. So for me, it's almost as if like much of today is still trying to mimic what had happened back in the days, and but it's just not the same. And I know that
you can't. It's like disco. It's gone. You know,
yeah, it came, it was there, and so now people are just like, I remember the old days. Let's try to do it like the old days, but they can't.
Yeah, and it's, you know, technology has changed so much, so it really is different. But you've got a lot of guys being really creative with what they're doing, and it is, like I said, it is an exciting time. People are starting to use the gear to do really interesting things. And I don't know if you've ever been to Aero and you've stepped on that dance floor with the lights all over your head. I mean, it's amazing. It's really cool, you know. So there are good things happening, and I think it can just get better from here.
All right, perfect. So listen, man, and under the alias of An.droid and the Techno Syndicate label, of course, I mean, that you guys are all connected with. What have you pushed out so for what music and tracks that people can maybe get a few of or anything?
Well, you can go take a look at my SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/An.droid Artist. And then my Facebook page, facebook.com/my An.droid Artist. I've got all mixes up there. You can download them, share them with your friends, and then you can just get more of a feel of what the sound is about. So my main love in this genre of techno is melodic techno.
Yeah.
I didn't play much of that this morning because I thought people need to wake up. It is the breakfast run.
Yeah.
So I played a bit more up-tempo stuff, but I really do like the melodic techno, and there are guys like international acts like Max Cooper that are doing groundbreaking things with music. So have a listen to those mixes, and the playlists are there, so you can see the artists, and have a look on SoundCloud to see what other people are doing.
All right, man. Any other? Let's say, I don't want to say words of inspiration. That'll sound quite tacky. Just like a message for the people, the partygoers and the techno lovers of 2015.
Just keep supporting your local acts and educate yourself on music. And for those guys that are wanting to DJ, forget about buying a controller. I met Carl Cox once, and he's a complete hero in the techno scene. And he said to me, the best thing that you can do if you want to be a DJ is get into the studio. So make your own music, and that's really where you're going to make a big difference.
Hi, perfect stuff. So again, final time, and that's An.droid right here on the Breakfast Rush, waking up the Mother City. Finally, man, if people, again, you can tell us just one last time where people can connect with you, get your music, and your Facebook pages, they can like Twitter handles, they can follow. Whether it's under An.droid, Techno Syndicate, the whole shebang, you can give it to us all.
Cool. Okay, so like I said, Facebook is facebook.com/my An.droid Artist. SoundCloud would be soundcloud.com/An.droid Artist, and then on Twitter it's An.droid SA, but it would be spelled AN_droid_SA.
All right, perfect. Anyone want to big ups there, or is that where we're going to draw the line?
I'd just like to say thanks to everyone who woke up early to tune in to listen. I hope they enjoyed the tunes, and then to keep a lookout for Techno Syndicate. You can check them out on Facebook as well. There's a lot of exciting things going on, and we've got some really exciting DJs like Diffuse, An.droid, Bartek, and then we're doing some great stuff with guys from Joburg like Richard Santana. So keep watching our page and follow us, and we've got some exciting things coming up.
All right, Captain, so there you have it, man. 7:55 on the Breakfast Rush, waking up the Mother City. We have none other than Techno Syndicate's An.droid in the building, and also big ups there to Dan Scott, man, aka Diffuse, for hooking us all up, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. Right now, we're gonna keep it old school here. Go to a track by the Notorious B.I.G. The song is called JM. We're gonna play this track and make our way to the 8 o'clock news. And on the other side of 8 o'clock, we're gonna have our comedian in the building, Mr. Gino Fernandez. So for now, please do enjoy, man. My name is Mr. Meyer, and this is the Breakfast Rush, waking up the Mother City.